I wouldn't I wouldn't necessarily say this is the most positive video, but it's a video I think people need to hear, and honestly, I think I need to hear it myself to some extent. You know, life is not fair. Life is not meant to be fair. As much as that statement hurts to hear, it is the truth. Once you understand and come to terms with that, then you can play within the rules of reality, which I think is a very important thing, as opposed to playing within, imaginary rules or made up rules that we think of. It's good that we get realistic about things, because once we do, we can stop, operating under, false rules or rules we made up in our mind, and be a bit more objective about things, which allows us to make better choices, better decisions, and ultimately it can lead us to a bit of a mindset where we're thinking like we're underdogs, which can be good. You don't want to always think of yourself as someone that is going to have things just figured out for them, oh, God's going to take care of me. Oh, everything's just going to work out. Now, sometimes it just doesn't happen that way. Sometimes you have to go and make things happen for yourself. Sometimes you have to be the person that puts forth the change that can be positive in your life. You could be looking at things like, man, it's unfair that I don't have the relationship I want. It's unfair that I don't have the job I want. It's unfair that this, and this are happening to me. That this, and this are not happening to me. The reality is, life is just not fair. It's not designed to be fair. Never has, and it never will. Once we come to terms with that, we can make better choices. We can do things better. Instead of operating in a bit of like a fantasy world where, we think anything can and will happen for us. It just, honestly, it doesn't happen that way. It's sad to hear that. It's sad to know that. But once we understand that, we can move forward in our lives. We can actually do what we think we need to do without having these expectations that, everything's just going to work out. Because in reality, everything's not going to work out all the time. Sometimes we have to have backup plans in case, plan A doesn't work, you need plan B. And if plan B doesn't work, you need plan C. Now, am I telling you, go get 100 plans made just in case every obscure scenario might happen? No. Just try to be realistic. Try to look at the world in a more realistic sense. Failure can happen. Failure will happen. But it's how you deal with that failure and move on from that failure that makes you a better person in the end. So I guess that's all I have for that for now. Thank you.